Now we will discuss about the benefit of institutional sources. What are the benefit of institutional sources? So there are numbers. There are some number of advantages of institutional sources. So one by one we will discuss it. Number one, the institutional credit is not exploiting in nature. So institutional credit, institutional credit is not exploitive in nature. Exploitive. It's not exploitive in nature. That means the institutional sources never charges high interest rates. That is why it is not exploitive in nature. The basic aim of the institutional credit is to help the farmers. So what is the basic aim of institutional credit? The basic aim is to help the farmers, not to exploit the farmers. The basic aim is to help the farmers, raising their productivity. Raising their productivity. That means institutional credit help the farmers so that the society of the rural area and rural poor peoples can develop, not to exploit them. Okay, not to exploit them. So the first point is, it is not exploitive in nature. They help the farmers so that they can develop their society, develop their conditions, develop their status. They have no plan, no objective to exploit them. Number two is the rate of interest charges by the institution is very low. Rate of interest, rate of interest of the credit is very low or affordable rate of interest. Moreover, different rate of interest are charges. There are for different types of loans and for different categories of farmers. But it is also we have to mention here that there are different types of interest they charges for different types of loans. If the loan is unproductive loans, then its rate of interest will be different. If the loan is a productive loan like agriculture purpose or any other productive purpose, if they take loans, whether it is short term, long term or medium term loans, then rate of interest will be low. Basically, if the rate of if they take long term loans, then the rate of interest will be low. If they take short term loan, the interest charges will be high. Okay, basically we see in institutional sources and for different categories of farmers also. So if the farmer is a small farmer, then they charges a type of interest rate. If the farmer is a rich farmer, then there will be a, or a big farmer, then there will be a different types of rate of interest. Number third point is uh, institutional agencies also draw a clear-cut distinctions between short-term credit and a long-term credit. So that means the institutional sources, that means banks, cooperatives or regional rural banks, whatever be the institutions, they from the beginning they clear it to the farmers or laborers or small farmers that what is short term credit and what is long term credit. And they also make them understand that what type of loans they need, whether they need short term loans or short term credit or a long term loan or long term credit, what type of credit they required. They give them help the idea of short term credit and long term credit, and accordingly they provide loans, because the farmers, most of the farmers are poor, illiterate, they do not have idea how much loans they should require. Okay, this is third point. Fourth point is institutional credit is integrated with other agricultural operations. So institutional credit is integrate, they integrate other other institutional credit integrate other agricultural operation. Institutional credit integrate other agricultural operations. Other agricultural operation means whether they, if they need to purchase seeds, fertilizers, irrigations, any other purpose, if they need money, if they need some finance, then institutions come forward and they give credit to the farmers. That means the institutional credit integrate some agricultural operations, some other agricultural operations also, and in these way they improve or develop the rural society or rural backward rural areas. So these are the benefit of institutional sources. These questions may come in your exam. Okay, thank you. Next we will discuss about critical appraisal of rural banking.